Picture this. You're sitting quietly, scrolling through your phone after a long day, and suddenly your dog gently places their paw on your lap. It feels like a sweet, almost human gesture, one that might make you smile or pause in curiosity. But behind this seemingly simple act is a world of complex emotion and instinct. Is your dog showing affection, trying to manipulate your attention, feeling nervous? Or is it something even deeper? In the world of canine behavior, very few actions are random. Dogs are deliberate communicators. Every tail wag, every nuzzle, every well-timed paw tap serves a purpose. When your dog reaches out with their paw, they're not just touching you. They're trying to say something, often something quite significant. And learning how to interpret these signals can strengthen the emotional bridge between you and your furry companion in a way words never could. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the why behind your dog placing their paw on you, but you'll also gain insights into how to respond in ways that build trust, emotional reassurance, and a bond that mirrors the deep connection dogs form with their pack in the wild. Number 1. Social touch in canine packs. In the wild, dogs are never alone. They are pack animals by nature, and touch is one of their primary languages. Among wolves and wild canines, physical contact plays a vital role in establishing social order, reinforcing bonds, and calming tension. A paw resting gently on another pack member isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's used to nudge a sibling awake, to soothe anxiety, or to express submission and trust. When a domestic dog places a paw on their human, this action often mirrors those same social behaviors. It may resemble the gentle nuzzle they give a littermate, or the way a lower-ranking wolf places a paw or head on a higher-ranking pack member as a sign of respect or connection. So, when your dog places their paw on you, think of it not as a random act, but as part of a deeply ingrained social instinct, an extension of the pack language they were born understanding. Number 2. Comforting you through energy sensing. One of the most remarkable abilities dogs have is their capacity to sense emotional shifts in humans. They do this not just through observation, but also by literally sniffing out our emotions. Research has shown that dogs can detect changes in hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline, which spike when we're stressed, anxious, or upset. These scent changes, subtle to us, are loud signals to them, so when you're feeling off, even before you speak a word, your dog knows. A paw placed gently on your arm or knee can be their way of saying, "I sense something is wrong. I'm here." This isn't projection. It's communication rooted in biology. Dogs offer physical touch to soothe and connect, often pairing it with leaning into your side, resting their head on your lap, or locking eyes with a calm, focused gaze. These aren't coincidences. They're signs of empathy. And for many dog owners, these moments provide the grounding reassurance needed to shift from distress to peace. Number 3, request versus demand, understanding. Context is key. Not all pawing is about comfort or affection. Sometimes it's simply about desire. Dogs quickly learn that placing their paw on a human gets results. It might bring a snack, initiate playtime, or cue a long-awaited walk. But context is everything. A gentle, soft paw combined with relaxed body posture and a wagging tail often suggests a request, something polite. On the other hand, persistent pawing accompanied by whining, intense eye contact, or hopping excitement leans more toward a demand. Paying attention to the setting helps decode the message. If your dog paws you while you're tying your shoes, they might be eager to go out. If it happens during dinner, it could be a polite or pushy nudge for a bite. And if it's while you're watching TV, they may just want a cuddle session. Number 4. Learned behavior. How owners reinforce paw use. Here's the thing. Dogs are quick learners, and humans are often the teachers without realizing it. Every time a dog puts their paw on you and you respond by petting them, handing over a treat, or engaging in play, you're reinforcing that behavior. It becomes a strategy for them to get what they want. Over time, this creates a behavioral loop. Paw, reward, repeat. It's why some dogs seem to always have a paw on their human. It works. If you've noticed your dog using the paw to control your attention, it's worth asking, have you unintentionally trained this behavior by rewarding it consistently? Number 5, paw placement matters. Believe it or not, Where your dog places their paw can also say a lot. A paw placed lightly on the leg during calm moments may be a simple sign of affection. A paw on the chest, especially if the dog is standing or hovering, could be a sign of dominance or assertiveness, particularly if paired with intense eye contact or blocked movement. Even more nuanced are the combinations of paw use with other body signals. If your dog paws you while averting their eyes or turning their head slightly, it may indicate nervousness or shyness. But if they pair it with a play bow, elbows down, rear up, it's a clear invitation to engage. These subtleties help form a richer understanding of canine communication. Number 6. Dogs crave connection, not just snacks. It's easy to assume pawing is just a strategy for getting food or attention, but in many cases, it's rooted in the emotional bond your dog shares with you. Dogs are naturally tactile creatures. While some are more independent, many breeds actively seek physical connection with their humans. For affectionate dogs, like Golden Retrievers, Labrador Retrievers, and Staffordshire Bull Terriers, pawing is akin to a hug. It's their way of saying, "You matter to me." This kind of pawing is usually soft, slow, and paired with a relaxed expression. It's important to recognize these quiet gestures for what they are, small declarations of love and loyalty. Number 7. Separation, anxiety, and reassurance-seeking behavior. For dogs dealing with insecurity or separation anxiety, pawing can take on a more desperate tone. These dogs often seek constant contact to reassure themselves that their person won't leave. You may notice this behavior intensify before you leave the house or after returning home. Other signs that the pawing is anxiety-driven include panting, whining, restlessness, and shadowing you from room to room. Dogs with abandonment trauma or inconsistent care in the past may be especially prone to this. For them, physical contact becomes a survival strategy, a way to feel safe. Number 8, the soothing reflex. Why touch calms dogs too? Just as humans feel comfort from a reassuring touch, dogs experience calmness and safety through contact. In unfamiliar places or when they're uncertain, placing a paw on their trusted human can help stabilize their emotional state. It's a form of grounding, a canine version of holding your hand during tough times. This behavior is not only about receiving comfort, but also about offering it. In moments of mutual stress, like during storms, vet visits, or loud noises, dogs and humans alike may seek each other out. That simple paw placed on your leg during chaos is your dog's way of saying, "We'll get through this together." Number 9, when it's persistent or excessive. While an occasional paw on the lap is perfectly normal, excessive or relentless pawing can indicate that something is off. In many cases, this behavior stems from unmet needs. A dog who's bored, understimulated, or not receiving enough physical or mental enrichment might resort to pawing simply because they don't know what else to do. It becomes a form of self-amusement or a demand for stimulation. But before jumping to behavioral conclusions, it's essential to rule out medical reasons. Dogs experiencing joint discomfort may paw at their humans in an attempt to gain comfort or communicate pain. Similarly, skin irritation, allergies, or neurological conditions can cause sensations that make a dog more likely to use their paws repetitively. If the pawing is new, sudden, or comes with other physical symptoms, a vet check is a must. Number 10. Gentle correction and redirection tips. If your dog's pawing has become disruptive, it's important to approach the issue with gentle correction rather than frustration. Punishing the behavior can confuse or frighten your dog, especially if they're using pawing as a sign of stress or affection. Instead, consider teaching clear verbal cues like off or settle, using positive reinforcement methods. When your dog removes their paw or sits calmly instead, reward them with treats, praise, or gentle petting. Structure also plays a key role. Dogs thrive when their attention needs are met consistently throughout the day, via walks, training, and play. If they're pawing to get attention while you're working, for instance, it may be a sign that more proactive engagement is needed earlier in the day. In some cases, redirecting the behavior with an alternative cue can be very effective. Teaching your dog to boop with their nose, ring a bell, or bring a toy instead of pawing gives them an acceptable outlet for communication without the disruptive habit of tapping you with their paw every time they want something. Number 11. Balancing affection with boundaries. It's a delicate balance, encouraging affection while still establishing healthy boundaries. After all, we want our dogs to feel loved, but we also want them to behave in a way that's respectful and calm. Pawing isn't inherently bad. It's context that matters. If your dog learns that affection is always welcome, but demanding attention during meals or meetings isn't, they'll begin to understand the difference. Dogs need clarity. Establish routines for when touch is welcome, like during cuddle time or morning greetings. And also teach calm patience by rewarding quiet behavior. When dogs understand what's expected, they feel more secure and less anxious about seeking constant reassurance. Number 12, hunger and schedule awareness. Dogs are creatures of habit. Once they've become accustomed to a routine, they often anticipate activities like mealtime down to the minute. It's not uncommon for a dog to paw at their owner around feeding time, especially if it's within a few minutes of their usual meal window. This behavior isn't manipulative. It's a reflection of their internal clock working with remarkable accuracy. Alongside pawing, a dog may pace near their food bowl, sit and stare intently at you, or emit soft whines. These behaviors are all part of a nonverbal reminder system that says, "Hey, it's time." Number 13, play invitations and physical engagement. Sometimes a paw tap is your dog's way of inviting you to play. They might pair it with a play bow, present a toy, or give you a nudge with their nose. Pawing in this context is often light and bouncy, full of joyful energy. It's their way of saying, "Come on, let's do something fun together." If your dog is constantly pawing for attention or playtime, it might also be a sign that they're not getting enough daily exercise or mental stimulation. Signs of under-exercise can include restlessness, zoomies, excessive chewing, and yes, persistent pawing. Ensuring your dog gets appropriate outlets for energy, like puzzle games or fetch sessions, can help reduce these attention-seeking behaviors. Number 14, toilet cues and environmental discomfort. Dogs may also paw you if they're trying to signal discomfort or the need to go outside. If your dog suddenly starts pawing while looking toward the door, or pairing the action with whining or circling, they might be asking for a bathroom break. Environmental discomfort can also trigger pawing. If your dog's bed is wet, the room is too hot, or there's a loud noise nearby, they may paw to alert you that something isn't right. These subtle cues are part of your dog's way of communicating that they need help or a change in their surroundings. Number 15, puppy versus adult dog paw behavior. In puppies, pawing is often exploratory. Just as human babies grab, mouth, and touch to learn about their environment, puppies use their paws in playful, sometimes intrusive ways. It's a phase of development and curiosity. While this behavior is generally harmless, guiding puppies toward gentler forms of communication early on helps prevent it from becoming problematic in adulthood. Adult dogs tend to use pawing more deliberately. When an older dog places a paw on someone, it's often out of habit, emotional expression, or as a learned request. If an adult dog suddenly begins pawing excessively, it's worth examining their physical health and emotional state for potential stressors. Number 16, breed tendencies to use paws more. Some breeds are simply more pawsy than others. Boxers, for instance, are notorious for using their front paws in play and affection. Great Danes and Weimaraners, often called Velcro dogs due to their clingy nature, also tend to use paws as a form of contact. Working breeds like Border Collies or Australian Shepherds may use pawing behavior as a signal or prompt, since they're wired to communicate with their handlers during tasks. Recognizing that breed tendencies play a role can help set expectations and training strategies that respect your dog's natural instincts. Number 17, personality and past experience shaping communication. Every dog is unique, and their past experiences play a huge role in how they communicate. Dogs who've come from rescue situations or experienced neglect may use pawing as a cautious way to seek reassurance or test emotional safety. It's their way of saying, "Can I trust you?" without fully throwing themselves into physical affection. On the flip side, confident or attention-driven dogs may use pawing in a more assertive manner, especially if they've learned that it gets results. Shy or reserved dogs may not use the behavior much at all, or only begin pawing once a strong bond is formed. The key is to observe patterns and pair the action with your dog's overall emotional cues. A dog's paw on your arm or lap is never just a random gesture. It's a form of communication that can reflect a wide spectrum of emotions and needs, ranging from affection and comfort to hunger, stress, or boredom. As seen throughout this video, pawing can be a learned behavior, an emotional reflex, or a request based on daily routines. To truly understand what your dog is trying to tell you, always consider the context. What else is happening in the environment? Is your dog calm or agitated? Are they pairing the paw with vocalizations, eye contact, or body movement? These clues help form a fuller picture of their emotional state. Ultimately, the better you become at interpreting your dog's silent signals, the more trust and mutual understanding you'll build. It turns everyday moments, like a quiet paw on your leg, into powerful connections rooted in empathy and love. Now that you've explored the secret language behind your dog's pawing, we'd love to hear from you. Does your dog gently boop you with their paw when they want cuddles? Or do they tap you with determination for a treat or walk? Drop your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful episodes on canine behavior, like what tail wags really mean or how dogs communicate stress through subtle body language. See you in the next video.